Y'all knew a live stream was coming today, FYI. Y'all knew y'all knew I was gonna do a live stream today. You know, I got another debate coming up against Eric. Excuse me. What's his name? What's his name? Dyer. I got another debate coming up. I got another debate coming up against Dyer April 10th. Now that one, and I want to shout out the Modern Debate League. April 10th on the Modern Debate League, I'll be debating Dyer. Um, I'm gonna give y'all the subject in a second. I just want to so whenever I go live, I always got to go to the studio side and I make the comment section subscriber only. And just a YouTube tip for brothers that go live or sisters that do content. Yeah, I'm on TikTok too. So just a quick tip for brothers that and sisters that do go live. Whenever you go live, you want to make your comment subscriber only. Like if you're trying to build your channel, make your live stream subscriber only. When you make your live stream subscriber only, and do it for 5 minutes. You don't want to do it for like 10, 15 minutes. You want to just make it long enough where they can subscribe and then comment. That helps build your channel. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Is Roberto
What's,
calling from PA.
what's going on, Roberto?
Shalom,
Brother.
brother.
You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I just wanted to comment on that debate yesterday.
Oh
I
yeah, I
mean,
mean, what you got to say, man?
it's hard to watch when you got like such a horrible moderator. Like Cooley is just off the hook, man. He's shameless with it. Shameless.
Listen, when I
You,
say shameless with it, and then got the audacity to fight me that he's a good moderator. That's the
yeah,
craziest
yeah,
part of the whole thing. He
yeah,
fights me like he's a good
and
moderator.
yeah, it was just terrible to like seeing them take the Edomite side in every case. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Listen,
And then and then
That Edomite was calling me an idiot. Now I let the few idiots slide. Shout out to Rawath on TikTok. I made you a moderator as well. Um, that Edomite was uh calling me an idiot multiple before I even said something about him calling me an idiot, because what I was trying to do was just be professional with it, like, and I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna let that one little, maybe he'll get it together. But then once he kept saying it over and over and over again, I had to bring it up, and then Cooley gonna act like he didn't hear him say it.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's very disingenuous. That's why I don't like Cooley. Like I used to like Cooley a little bit. Like I
Mm-hmm.
never really liked him like that,
Mm-hmm.
but I did like his content a little bit. But like after watching him like debate the Hebrew Israelites and seeing his debates, how disingenuous he is, and yeah, seeing how
Yeah,
disingenuous he is,
definitely. One thing you
it's
gotta
just
be able.
crazy.
Hold on one second. Caller, hold on. I see y'all calling earlier this morning. I guess ain't no song gonna get played today. That's a fact. But go ahead, brother. Ain't no song getting played today. Go ahead, brother. What's going
Yeah,
on?
you know, I watched it. I watched it live yesterday, right?
Uh huh.
I kind of caught up a little bit late, but I watched the whole debate. But then I rewatched it again this morning,
Uh huh.
and like clearly, what you can see is that Cooley didn't want to hear any of your points. He only
Right.
wanted to hear Jay's points, and then
Right.
he would encourage Jay to fully explain his perspective while stopping you from trying to respond while Jay is repeating over and over the
Yep.
same question,
Yep.
stopping you from responding. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Another
That's
thing
the
that I
whole thing.
noticed,
Go ahead.
another thing that I noticed, it looked like Cooley was looking at the chat, and anytime the chat complained about you, he would try to stop you and cut you off so that
Mm.
Jay can get his
You know
point
that's
across.
why.
So
You
that's
know
what
what's
it looked
crazy?
like.
That's why I didn't even go to. That's why I didn't even go to his chat at all. I didn't observe his chat.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
pay no attention to his chat. I just debated cleanly. And then
yeah, yeah.
once it got to a point where I saw Cooley and then wasn't going to do anything, that's when, I just got as disrespectful as him. That's why I was highlighting. So I'm doing a debate on a Modern Debate League's platform. There is more structure. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to
Mm,
debate, and it's against him. So I think it was good, because I was telling Modern Day. So they actually was messaging me while I was doing the debate, and they was like, if they would have known, um, they wouldn't have done it. I said, no. I said, it's good to do it. And the reason why it's good to do it, because this allows the audience to see exactly where we're coming from. It's almost like a weigh-in. So that's how I looked at the debate with him yesterday. So he acted like a child yesterday, so I gave him what he wanted. One of my favorite parts out of many was two favorite parts for me. The first part was when I said you go by the Hebrew, and then he tried to question if I speak Hebrew, and when I asked him if he speak Hebrew, he said no. And I'm like, well, why you question me? I speak Hebrew when you don't speak Hebrew. And then I spoke Hebrew and he couldn't speak Hebrew. And then the other part, which I'm gonna make a clip out of this too, was when I was telling him that Christ was created. So if he's created, that means it was a time he didn't exist. And then he used an example of me having a father, which I thought was the dumbest example he could use, because, and I said, my father was 27 when he had me. That means for 27 years, my father existed and I did not exist. And then when he created me, so even the analogy that he gave, he fell on his sword with that. Shout out to Mawa Quad, man. Big up to you. That was from Shabbat. Yeah, so I thought that was crazy when he said it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just wanted to comment on that. But yeah, like when it comes to like Cooley and how he be taking sides and all of that, it's terrible. But one thing that I do study, like your debates and your teachings, I study it a lot. And one thing that I got to give it to you is that you always come out on top when it comes to the truth. Because one thing that he could not do was disprove the point that you were making, which is that they all disagree.
Right.
Like
which was my point.
Those fathers, yeah, they disagree.
And that was my whole point.
Otherwise.
Yep, and that was my whole.
Exactly.
My point wasn't what they taught. My point was that they disagreed. You don't have councils because you agree. You're having councils and arguments because you disagree. But the apostles did not disagree. They all agreed salvation was for Israel. Jesus is not God. They all agreed. And he couldn't dispute any of that, man. So I appreciate it greatly.
Exactly.
All right?
Exactly. That's all I wanted to say to water.
Hey, no sweat. All right, shalom. Welcome out. Wait, let me bring the next caller in. Caller 404 441. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Casey from Atlanta, Georgia. What's going on, brother?
I'm good to go. What's happening?
Hey, man, I had a question about the tribes, the 12 tribes.
What about?
Now, I know the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. But I hear the lost tribes. How many is the lost tribes? And I know.
So depending on how you look at it, all 12 tribes are lost, because loss is not like don't think of loss like you can't find them. Loss could be mentally, loss could be spiritually, and it could be where they are. It could be all three. So all 12 tribes were lost because we was cut off from our inheritance. Now, if you're talking specifically about the northern kingdom, if that's what you're talking about, are you talking about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say it like that. I meant to say how many is the northern and how many is the southern.
So 9.5 tribes would be the northern, and then 2.5 is the southern, because Levi was amongst both tribes. Levi, there's parts of Levi that was with the northern kingdom, parts of Levi that was with the southern kingdom. So 9.5 on both sides, 9.5 and 2.5. You might read in the Bible where it says 10, and that 10 would include parts of Levi, but because some of Levi was still among Israel, still among the southern kingdom, that's why we say 9.5. Before you say something, I said I was gonna do the super chats when they give the super chats. A shout out to Davis Hayden with the $5 super chat. Another one bites the dust. Salute, brother. Appreciate the super chat. And then we got a person that's real big mad on the TikTok. My TikTok is set for auto accept. So if you want to come on the stage, you can come on the stage. The only thing that I ask is that you respect the one mic policy, and I'll gladly hear your questions. I'm coming over to TikTok right after I finish with this caller. All right, continue, brother.
All right, so
Oh, wait, Slocky, one last second. Quad tried to put me on the spot. Quad, don't ask me about no money, because I got my money already. I hope you got your money. So Quad, my question back to you, money. Did you get money? That's the big question. Did the big priest get that money today? All right, go ahead, brother. I ain't going to interrupt you again. I apologize.
All right, so it's 12 tribes, and 9.5 and 2.5. So that's how you have to look at it. I mean, because I know some of the tribes.
I just explained. Yeah, I just explained it just like that, brother.
Yeah. So there's no 3 tribes and 10 tribes.
How is it 3 tribes? That would be 13 tribes. I haven't read 13 tribes, brother. Like, get to your point. Like I don't need to be don't talk in riddles. Just get to your point.
Well, it's not a riddle. It's just I want to know.
But get to your point. I just wait. Listen, nigga. For the 3rd time, I'm gonna tell you. You asked me this the first time, and I said 9.5 and 2.5 because parts of Levi was in both tribes. Did you hear me say that?
I did hear you say that.
And then I said the Bible would say 10 tribes because Levi was a part of the northern kingdom that left with them. Did you hear me say that?
No, I didn't hear you say the Bible say 10 tribes.
Okay, listening is an art then, nigga. So the Bible would say 10 tribes. In 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, I think it's starting at verse 40. You'll see, it'll say those are the 10 tribes because it includes Levi, and of course Levi is a tribe. The reason
why. So should I believe that or should I believe the Bible?
What the fuck are you talking about? What I'm reading is in the Bible. What are you talking about?
10, you said 9.5. And then you said the Bible said 10.
Nigga, hey, you should go believe what you want to believe, brother. Because you clearly ain't listening.
What's 5 plus 5?
Man, I'm glad you said that. Just stupid ass off my fucking phone. But I just don't get it, man. I think, you know what I realized? I realized people just want to talk to Cap. People just want to talk to me on the live stream. They don't want to make sense. They don't want to actually be intellectual. They don't even have a point. They just want to get on here. Hey man, I said 5 plus 5 to Cap. Hey man, I talk to Cap. Stupid ass. On the TikTok, we got Carlos, and it says Israel something. So I'm gonna go to Carlos first. What's up, Carlos? Yes, you did, Bezos. I'm good to go, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Okay, so I got 2 questions. The first one is a quick one.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you agree that the Bible calls Jesus God? Now, I'm not saying Most High God.
Can you speak up? Can you just speak up just a little bit? You sound slightly low.
My bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound better. You said, would I agree that the Bible calls Jesus God?
Yeah, I didn't say Most High God.
Can you give me the verse?
Yeah, John. You agree that Jesus is the Word of God, though, right?
Yes, I do.
So John 1.
Can you read the verse? Can you read the verse? Oh, you are reading it, which says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Mm-hmm. So you talk about being a power.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's the Most High God. I'm saying, would you agree he is God?
No, I would not agree that he is God, but I would agree that he's called a power or called a God. Now you may say, well, you're saying it the same way. I'm not. I'm saying God the same way the law says we are gods. Like in Psalms 82:6, when it says ye are gods, that's the same way it says ye are gods is the same way it's calling Christ or referring to Christ as a God.
Okay. And the second question is, what translation do you read from?
The King James 16:11.
All right. That's all. Appreciate it.
That's it? Okay, no sweat. All right. Shout out to Rawaf sending me the hanging lights. Appreciate that greatly. Next up, we got, it says, I serve God. And my thing is set for, one second before you go, brother. On the TikTok, it is set for auto accept. Let me check. Let me just make sure. Allow guests. I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to turn it back on. So my live stream is set for auto accept. So if anybody wants to join, just 2 things for TikTok. If you want to join, you can just join on your own. If you could just also like the video, I would greatly appreciate it. For my YouTube audience, we got 189 people. We only got 59 likes, man. Let's get them likes up. Right now, it's already 6,000 likes on my TikTok already. What we doing on the YouTube side? It's already 6,000 likes. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Go ahead. I serve God. What's your question or comment?
I got like two questions. First of all, I just want to give you a big shout out. I've been following you for a little bit now, and I can't lie, you are bringing me to some type of knowledge, some type of truth, and I just pray God guides you in all your ways. So my first question is.
Caller, hold on.
I should hold on?
No, not you.
Okay, so my first question is, obviously, the real Israelites, you know, as you perceive it, and also how I also perceive it, are those that were the descendants of the transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
So my first question is, how did the Israelites that were first put on the ships,
how did they get
scattered all across the world, how did they get to West Africa? What was that process like?
Yeah, okay, right. So if you historically, when the Roman Empire sacked Jerusalem, destroyed the temple, took all the gold and everything up out of there, and sieged Jerusalem, when the Israelites scattered, they went into Africa. That's how they went into Africa collectively. And then,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you know, obviously, like Israel. Are you talking about where present-day Israel is, like that same land right beside Egypt?
Yes. No, I wouldn't say where present-day Israel is, because that present-day Israel is just a state of Israel. That's right. not the whole entire land of Israel. So okay. I'm saying when they took Jerusalem, the Jews fled into Africa. They fled into Europe and they fled into Africa. That's where they fled.
Okay, and then like, because Africa is a big place, so they came from East Africa, and like, why did they end up settling in West Africa as opposed to like Ethiopia or like Central Africa or even?
Well, no one said that they weren't in any other place in Africa. They just primarily migrated over into that region.
Is there a reason why?
You gotta ask them. I wasn't there. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what made them primary. Maybe the land was better. I've never actually looked up what made them settle primarily there. I've never bothered to study that.
Fair enough. And then my next question would be, would there still be some descendants of the ancient Israelites that weren't put on the slave ships? For example, like,
yes,
my parents are both from Ghana. So,
right, you're asking would there be some that remained over there, correct?
Yeah, because I'm Ghanaian, and so
yes,
you know,
I'm answering the question. I'm answering the question.
Go ahead.
Because I get this question a lot. That's why I'm answering it. So yes, there are still some Israelites over there, but they would be the minority over there, just like we're the minority over here.
I got it. God bless you, brother. Those were just my two questions.
All right, no sweat. I appreciate it. All right, so to my TikTok family, if y'all can hold on a second, I'm just going to get to the phone calls, and then I'm going to come right back to y'all. On the phone line, we got Charles. What's your question or comment?
I just got a couple of comments, Cap. How you doing today, by the way?
I'm good to go. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing good, Cap. The disrespect on that debate and the moderator that, like, you could call somebody an idiot and he crossed the line. And okay, so now we're going to interrupt people and do you're uneducated. I want to know why Cooley didn't check him like he was trying to check you.
Nobody should ask that question. If anybody knows my interactions with Cooley this long, that's what Cooley does. I don't, and I want everybody to understand, don't make it like a Cooley is a sellout thing, and I'm not saying he's not a sellout, but when it comes to Cooley is not doing anything different than everybody's platform that I've been on this year. If y'all just think in the short time this year of all the debates that I've had, who's treated me fair? Because I don't know nobody. Maybe y'all could tell me the group that's treated me fair or the platform that has treated me fair, but I don't know a platform that I've been on this year that has treated me fair. Not one. No, I take that back. The only platform that I've been on that's been fair is this guy by the name of Sean Kelly in Los Vegas.
Yeah.
When I was on his platform with the Muslim dude, he was not biased. So I give him credit. But outside of that, all of these platforms that I've been on, they're biased. And they're biased because we as the Hebrew Israelites, or we as the real Israelites, we are an offense to the entire planet. Because even if they're black, they're Christian. So Cooley is Christian, so he's not going to, hey, Yak, can you mute your mic? So even if they're black, they're Christian. If they're white, they're Christian. If they're Muslim, they're Christian. So they're all going to be against me, all of them. So that's why that's the way that it is.
Okay, and Cap, I just had one more comment. I'll get off quick because I know you got calling. The super chat. Andrew Wilson wife calling in, and everything was directed to you. Nothing was directed to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people didn't understand what was going on?
Yeah, and again, that's how it always goes. Every time I'm on a platform, no question is ever to my opponent. All questions are to me. And that's all you need to know to understand the dominance that takes place. That's the dominance that is shown, that nobody wants to talk to them. They only want to talk to me. That's your proof right there.
Hey, Cap, man, good victory. He couldn't answer about the council. He couldn't answer about when he started talking about how you were born. Your father was here before you. Man, that dude, I don't even know why he even had a chance to even debate you.
No, well, he's a somebody, and you know, because he has a lot of subscribers, and you know, people think he's irrelevant, and so I like to go where people think they're relevant, and then beat the hell out of them.
Cap like that smoke. All of us say is Cap. They need to dislike and figure out. That's all.
No sweat. I appreciate it, brother. All right, no sweat. All right, salam. Next caller. You're the only person on the line that says Dedrick Harbor.
Yeah, this Henry. I don't know if you remember we had a conversation a while back. I just want to ask you a question, Cap.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you tell the other brother that when it says that you reference Psalm 82 and 6, when it says that ye are gods, you said that's the same way that Jesus is God. But in the context of Psalm 82 and 6, when he's talking about ye are gods, he's not talking about everything.
You gotta speak up. He's not talking about what?
Every human being or every Israelite.
Yeah. He's talking about what?
He's talking about those who are put in place to judge amongst
that's the people. That's the point.
So like the Pharisees.
That's the point.
Right. So so when Jesus used that verse to vote against them, he wasn't telling them that they were gods. That like he was putting them in that place, like that. How can you challenge me and saying that I'm the Son of God when ye are God? You're supposed to be the judges.
But what does that have to do? Are you trying to correct something I said or add to something? I don't know why you're saying that.
I'm correct because you're saying that Jesus is a God like in Psalm 82 and 6, and that's incorrect. He's not a judge.
He's not a judge? Wait. So he's not a judge?
He's the ultimate judge.
But wait. Slow down, Swifty. You just said he's not a judge, but then said he is a judge. The Bible said unstable mind is double-minded mind is unstable. So is he a judge? Is he a judge?
Double-minded? I'm talking with that.
But you just said 1 second. But let's just walk this dog because you're saying that I was wrong and using Psalms 82 and 6 in reference to Christ because Psalms 82 is talking about the judges, and you said he's not a judge, but then you said he's the ultimate judge. So I'm confused. Is he a judge? So before you say the next statement, is he a judge? Yes or no?
He's the ultimate.
Is he a judge? Hold on a second. Caller, hold on. So what I just want to get squared away first. Is he I agree he's the ultimate. He's the top. But is he a judge? Yes or no?
Yes, but don't try to use those.
I can use that.
No, because that's just like saying because somebody is called the God, then they're God like the Most High.
When it calls Christ, no. So here's another example. Let me help you understand. Is Christ going to be the King of Kings on the earth?
He is the King of Kings. He's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
Does that also mean that there's other kings, right?
Absolutely. But he's the
But
King of all
slow
kings.
down, Swifty, because you're too slow to understand what the gods mean in Psalms 82 and 6. So I'm trying to give you, you definitely are slow. So there are other kings, but he's the man. He's the chief king. He's the king above even the kings, right?
So that's
Answer the
point.
question. Answer the question.
Yes.
Thank you. So when it comes to, when you say he's the ultimate God, what you're talking about is rank. It doesn't take away from Psalms 82 and 6 applying to him. It just means that when it comes to Psalms 82 and 6, he's the man of Psalms 82 and 6.
Yes, it does.
Okay, explain.
It was talking about Psalm 82 and 6. Those judges were being reprimanded because they failed at their job. Remember, they were told that they were judging unrighteous.
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about what they was doing right or wrong.
So that's why that doesn't apply to him.
It does apply. It applies to them because Christ said, "Is it not written in your law, ye are gods?" If he said that of them, if he said that, it wasn't talking about the Pharisees. He was talking about what the law said. No, he was talking to them, but he was not talking about them, dum-dum. Hold up, wait, hold on. Now, shut the fuck up. Hey, shut up. Hey, shut up. Shut up. When they was asking him the question, the subject was not about the job of the Pharisees, was it? Was that the subject? Oh no! Don't say you know. Don't say you know. What I need you to do. What I'm trying to do. What I'm just trying to do is teach you context. Hold on a second. Caller, hold on a second. Hold on a second. So I'm gonna try to reset because I think you're confused. And here's where I think you're confused.
I'm not.
All you gotta do is just be quiet. When I say Psalms 82 and 6, it's no different than if I said Exodus 7 and 1. When God said to Moses, I have made thee a God. So when we're talking about Christ and someone wants to reference in him as a God, which he never said it. He never said he was a God, ever, did he? Did he ever say he was God?
In Revelation 1 and 8, Revelation 1 and 17.
In Revelations 1 and 8, he's not saying he's a God. He's quoting God.
What?
He's not saying he's a God. So wait, slow down, Swifty.
So in Revelation 1 and 17, God died.
Slow down, Swifty. Revelations 1 and 8. It says, I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, saith the Lord, which is, which was, and was to come, the Almighty. My question to you was, did he ever say he was God? He did not. He said, when it says, thus, saith the Lord, he's quoting the Father. So I'm going to wait. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Why
I'm being disrespectful because I asked you a clear and concise question. We're having a cement. No, you did not. No, you did not. You're answering it. Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If all you're gonna do is interrupt when I talk, we're not gonna talk. Because I asked you a clear and concise. Right, but you're not showing me a verse where he said he's God. You're showing me a semantic argument.
Revelation
1 and 17 does not say I am God. It says, Revelation 1 and 17 says, and when he saw him all at his feet as dead, he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto him, fear not, I am the first and the last. That's not him saying he's God. That's him saying he's the first and the last. I am he that liveth forever. Excuse me. I am he that liveth. Now you're asking me to read it and interrupting while I'm reading, and you wonder why I'm talking to you like that. I go to read it as you asked. You said keep reading. And I go to keep reading, and you're talking again. And then when I shut the fuck up. Because you asked me to read it, I go to read it, and you interrupt me while I'm reading the verse. I do what you asked. Yes, I did. You said read the whole thing, and I said, I am he that liveth, and you started talking again. There's no need for you to talk again. Why did you interrupt me as you're doing again? I'm telling you to shut up while you still talking. Like, shut your mouth. Do I got to talk to you like a child? Talk again, and I'll just not talk to you. I don't have to talk to you. So interrupt me again, and we won't talk again. I dare you to interrupt again. You asked me to read the verse. I'm going to read the verse. Talk again, and we won't talk again.
Can I talk with you?
No, you can't talk. No, shut the fuck up.
That's crazy.
No problem. So now the rest of the verse.
Question.
No, you can't ask a question. You got to wait your turn. So now the rest of that verse says, I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys of hell and death. Now he asked me to read Revelations 1 and 8. Verse 17, he said, and then he asked for the next verse to be read. None of them does Jesus say he's God. So there's not a verse that says he's God. So in John 10, when they're questioning him, caller, hold on. In John 10, when they're questioning him, the subject is not about the Pharisees being God. It's about Christ saying, or them thinking that Christ is making himself God. So when he says, is it not in your law, ye are gods, that has nothing to do with the Pharisees. It has to do with Christ cutting them, that if he wanted to call himself God, he would have every right to do so, because God called the judges or the Israelites gods. That's the context. To Avril Lloyd, appreciate the super chat. You said you think you're Jewish. No, I do not think I'm Jewish. I am an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Now to the caller that's on the line, you got to hold on. I do calls by twos. So I take 2 on here, then I take 2 on TikTok. So the next person on TikTok is my fellow big head, light-skinned brother, KTTD. What's up, KTTD? What you got today?
Yeah, so I got a couple verses. I want to get through them first, and then we can talk about them.
So you're saying you're going to read the verses first and then ask me the question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no sweat. You got it.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna come with, and you got a big ass head too, by the way.
I said my fellow. That's why I said my fellow. Listen, be fly about it, man. My big forehead fly. I get all the women with this big forehead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I ain't worried about that. I'm just making sure you know, you talk shit, I talk shit back.
There you go. I toughened you up, I see. Good job.
No one has toughened me. I've been tough.
Nah, the last time when I talked about your forehead, you cried like a little girl. Now you're a little tougher. Good job. I applaud it. Now come on with your question. Read the scriptures.
Yeah, whatever. That's what you like to talk. And say unto them, thus says Yahweh the Lord. Okay, so this is 2 kingdoms will become one. 2 kingdoms will become one. Who is the 2 kingdoms?
You gotta tell me what verse. Wait. You gotta tell me what verse you're reading.
Ezekiel 37 and 19.
19. Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah. So it says, say unto them, thus says Yahweh the Lord God, behold, I Yah will take the stick of Joseph, which is Ephraim, which is the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Yazrael, his fellows, which would be the other 10 tribes. And will put them with him, even with the stick of Yahudah, which would be the other tribe, Yahudah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. Okay? So, and now it goes, and then 21, it says, 2 kingdoms will become one.
Hold on.
And say unto them, thus says Yahweh the Lord God, behold, I Yah will take the children of Yazrael from among the heathen, where he has gone, and will gather them from every side and bring them in their own land. So Yahweh said he will gather us. Right?
Hey, you got it on the phone line. You got to mute your phone. You got to mute your line on your phone.
And now I'm about to go to.
So, okay. So we read Ezekiel 37, 19 to 21, and then now where you going? And now where you going?
I'm going to Enoch 46.
I don't read the book of Enoch.
So how would you not believe the book of Enoch when in Jude, right, in the New Testament, it says a verse of Enoch?
It doesn't. It actually. In the book of Jude, I think
it quotes it.
In the book of Jude 1 and it does quote the book, right? I don't know about a book, but it does quote. I think it's Jude 1 and 14. It says that Enoch, also the 7th from Adam, prophesied. It doesn't say wrote. It said prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints. So I never said that Enoch never made the statement or prophesied. but I don't read the book of Enoch because it contradicts the Bible. So I don't have a problem with your questions within the Bible, but anything outside, like the Enoch, Joshua, and stuff like that, I'm not going to entertain that. So if we could just stick within the Bible, I'd be Tawad. That'd be good.
Okay, let's go to Malachi 4 then.
Okay.
Okay, so it says, behold, I, Yahweh,
Malachi 4 and what verse?
Elijah.
Malachi 4 and what verse?
4 verse 5.
Okay, got you.
Okay, and I'm going to read a few more in this right quick.
I'm going to give you, if I could, so we read Ezekiel, you got Malachi, I'm going to give you one other set, so that'll be 3 total set of scriptures, and then let's have a conversation, all right?
Yeah, okay, so one of the things I want to say is that at a time, the book of Malachi was actually together. So 3 and 4 was actually one verse. It wasn't 2. So this is actually one verse. Consider it, instead of it being 3 and 4, consider it just being 3. So it says, behold, I, Yahweh, will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh the Lord. And then it says right here, but unto you that fear, and this is 2, this is 4 verses 2. Behold, but unto you that fear my Yahweh's name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. So why don't you ever praise Yahweh? I never heard you say praise Yahweh.
When you say praise, I say Yahweh. So if I say that, we talking about the same God, just so you know. So okay. I do. No problem. I do praise the Father.
Okay, so explain Elijah. Explain to me what you think, because I already know the facts, right? There's 2 prophets that went to heaven, Enoch and Elijah. Okay.
But what do we? What's the? If I could, brother, what is the subject we're discussing right now?
The first thing I did was prove to you that you are wrong about the 12 tribes.
What? Wrong about what? Wait. Wrong about what?
That's one, number 1.
Wait. Stop. No. Wait. On rule number 1. Wrong about what about the tribes?
You claim that there's 12 tribes still. There's not 12 tribes anymore.
How many tribes are there?
There's only 2 tribes, Ephraim and Judah.
Okay, so in Ezekiel 37 and 19, right? When it says, say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I would take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribe of Israel his fellows. Who are the fellows of Ephraim?
It's the other tribes that mingle with them. So
then that means Manasseh, Gad, Naphtali, Issachar would be the fellows to Ephraim, right?
Yeah.
Right, and Ephraim is the stick or the chief because Ephraim was the head of the northern kingdom, right?
Yeah, but you can't find these tribes today.
Wait, hold on, just walk with me because you said there's only 2 tribes now. But this prophecy
just
listen to what I'm saying. As I listen to you, I need you to listen to me. I just need you to listen to me. So when it says I would take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes, his fellows, the northern kingdom is one stick. Ephraim is the head of that stick. The tribes are under that. So the other tribes are under that. Then it says, then I'm going to put them with the stick of Judah and make them one stick. So Judah, or the house of Judah, has Benjamin and parts of Levi.
Together. And they mix with
so when he says I'm gonna make them one stick, it's still all 12 tribes, but they're not gonna be divided anymore. So it's not gonna be the stick of Ephraim and the stick of Judah. It's just gonna be one.
You don't know where the tribes of Ephraim
before we get to where they are, you said there's only 2 tribes. That's incorrect. It's still 12. It's still
2 tribes.
I'm gonna read the verse. It says, and the sticks whereupon I'm just gonna read the verse, brother. The same way you read the verses. Now you asked me, I didn't interrupt you when you was reading the verses. So you got to give the same respect back. Like that's the problem I have with the call. You see how you still talking? You see how you still talking? When you asked me,
you ain't no authority to me.
Look at him. This is the this is the problem. But you keep hopping on my line. You keep hopping on my live though. Why you always? Hey, why you always? Wait. I think you got. Wait, hold on. I think you got like a 5-minute tolerance, and then you just crash out. You don't give a fuck about nothing. Then why you keep hopping on my live? Hey, listen. He said I don't like you, nigga. But you keep coming on my live stream. Wait. Hold on, Shalom. Please, Shalom. Stop. Hey, brother, if you don't, wait. I just got a real question. If you don't like me, wait, slow down. But just slow down. Look, now my TikTok asking me to remove you. So now I got to remove you. This man just messed up my whole damn live, man. This man just put a 10-minute restriction on my damn live stream. What is wrong? Like, what is wrong with these people that just can't have a sensible conversation, man? Yak. It says Yak on there. Yak, what's your name? What's your name? You got a question or comment, Yak? This is diabolical right now. Yak, you there? Yak going once?
Hello?
No, not the phone line. Give me 1 second. Yak going once?
Hello.
Yak going twice? I'm gonna have to get rid of you, Yak. All right, now to the phone lines. Where you at? It is 347-433.
Yes, sir. Shalom, my brother.
Hey, Shalom, brother. You got a question or comment?
Yes. I got two things. I actually want to just learn from you. I just got a quick question. I want to know why do people not call God Eli due to our original language of Aramaic?
Caller, hold on. Well, some people don't know. Well, I wouldn't say Eli would be the original language. I think Eli might be Aramaic. Hey, Yak, you got to mute your mic, dude. I put you down last time because I called on you, but you didn't say nothing, so you got to wait. So we would say Yahweh, but even in the Bible, it prophesied that with stammer. This is Isaiah 29. I think it's 11. Hold on 1 second. Trying to find this scripture. Or it might be Isaiah 28. Hold on. Yeah, Isaiah 28:11, it says, for with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to the people. So another tongue meaning another language. So the reason why people don't say the Lord's name in the original language is just that they don't know it. That's all.
Okay. And is that the same type of concept with Jesus, his name being Ishu in Aramaic?
No, well, in Hebrew, his name is Yahweh. Wait, hold on 1 second. Shout out to Melvin Burnt with the super chat donation. Cap, keep your foot on these emotional, disobedient Christians. I salute you. I definitely will. In Hebrew, his name is Yahweh. That's how we pronounce it. We speak ancient Hebrew. We don't speak Aramaic. Ancient Hebrew, Aramaic. Okay. Yeah, Aramaic came later. So we speak that. We speak ancient. Yeah, we speak ancient Hebrew.
I will learn.
Caller, hold on.
So, when do you have either classes or when are you in
New York? Again? You in New York?
Yes, I'm in New York. I'm right by you. So I've been wanting to meet you for a while now.
Got you. When you hang up, I'm gonna text you the address and the schedule for the classes.
Perfect. I'm on 2nd Ave. You on 3rd, I heard. So
yeah, yep.
Perfect.
Yep, I'm gonna text you. Yeah,
I'll talk to you soon. You have a blessed day, all right?
Hey, you too. You too, brother. All right. Next caller is 856-332.
Yo, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, brother. You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I got two questions if I may.
Go ahead.
I was chopping it up with one of the bros, you know what I'm saying, and he had brought up a verse that was talking about like I don't know the verse.
Just paraphrase it. Just paraphrase it.
When they say like all Israel is Israel.
Romans 9. That's Romans. Yeah, Romans 9. What that's talking about is Romans 9, and so I'm gonna start at verse 4 and go through verse 6. Who are Israelites to whom pertain well, that's not necessary. I'm gonna read 6 and 7. Not as though the word of God have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. You know how you might read in the Bible and say a man of Ethiopia, or to say a centurion of the Italian band. Being of Ethiopia doesn't make him Ethiopian. He's just an Israelite that lives in Ethiopia. So being of Israel does not make you Israel. That's why Paul is emphasizing that. Because they would have people that would be in Israel. King Herod, for example. He was king of the Jews, right? Are you aware? Maybe you're not aware of
Yeah.
that. Right. So King Herod was the king of the
Sorry,
Jews.
I know.
Okay, but he was an Edomite. He was not an Israelite. So he's not Israel, even though he's of Israel. That's why when you read the next verse, it says, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And then it says, that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. So now when you read all three verses in conjunction, he's still saying an Israelite in the world is still an Israelite because he's the children of promise. But somebody living in Israel, like right now, you got the so-called Jew living in Israel right now. But he's not an Israelite, even though he's of Israel, even though he's laying claim of it. You have to be the children of the promise. That's why it says, that is, this verse 8, that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. So if you're not the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are not the children of the promise, and so you are not Israel.
Oh, I bet. I beg you. And I got another question too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a biblical question.
Yeah, whatever the question is, man. What's up?
I bet. I just finished listening to the debate that you just had with the Edomite yesterday.
Right.
So like when Christians be saying like that Jesus has the same nature as the Father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they essentially saying that it's two different gods? Because they identify the Father as being the Father, but then they say Jesus is not the Father. So is they saying there's three gods? Do they believe in two different gods?
No, what they believe, so what Christians believe, and even the analogy that the Edomite gave when he tried to use my father, what they believe is that because Christ come from the Father and it says it's his nature, they believe that they're the exact same because it says because he has the same image. So they believe that that makes them the same. So to you and I, that's two different gods because they're two different people. But to them and their twisted mind, they think that that's still the same.
Oh, I bet. Thank you, sir.
Hey, no sweat. All right. I think I did 2 calls. So now to the other callers, if y'all can hold on, I got to go back to TikTok. Yak, I'm going to give you another shot. What you got, Yak? Unmute your mic. You sound low, though.
Yeah, so I've watched your debate with Shamun.
You said you watched my debate? You said you watched my debate with Shimon? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think you did pretty well in that debate.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Frederick Thomas with the 1999 super chat. It says, Cap, are the so-called church fathers Edomites? I was listening to your debate last night and your opponent was harping on the church fathers. No, I do not believe that all the church fathers was Edomites at all. I do not believe that. So I would have to look into it to see, but I do not believe that all of them was Edomites. But do I believe that white people began to creep in over time? Absolutely. All right. Go ahead, Yak. You said you thought I did well against Shimon. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So you actually did well, contrary to what the polls actually said. Now, Mike, I actually have 2 questions. The first question is about the creation stories from Genesis 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have separate creation stories or the same? The second question goes to the 12 tribes chart. Is in ISUPK.
Right.
Why is it that the Niger Congo Bantu have been left out in the chart? Well, we understand from our history, linguistics, and even DNA that they're actually part of the children of Israel.
Right. You notice, so the 12 tribe chart that you see is only covering North and South America. So if we was in Africa, the chart would be different. If we was in Europe, the chart would be different. So we're not saying that there's not Israelites anywhere else, but we teach primarily. So as we're teaching, like we got a school in Europe, for example, we got an officer. I know one officer we got that's in Africa. So there are Israelites in Africa. There are Israelites in Europe. There are Israelites in Asia. That chart is specific to North, Central, and South America. That's why you only see American nations, so to speak. So it's not to say that there's no Israelites anywhere else, but in North America, these are where the Israelites are.
Yeah, that's okay with me. I think I've understood that. The first question is about Genesis.
One second before you ask the question. Shout out to Jose Israel with the $10 super chat, man. I appreciate it greatly. You said your question is about Genesis 1?
And Genesis chapter 2, do they refer to the same creation story or they refer to different creation stories?
Okay, so to NHL, when you say challenge me for a debate, that's why I got the TikTok live. You just come on the stage and debate what you need to debate. There's only one creation story in Genesis 1, and Genesis 2 is not a creation story. Genesis 1 is the creation of everything. In Genesis 1, it says this is the beginning of the creation of the heavens and earth. In Genesis 2, it begins by telling you he created everything. So when it comes to Adam was given the breath of life, or what we would call the truth, or the law, statutes, and commandments. That's how he became a living soul. We come to life when we keep the commandments. We die when we break the commandments. So that's what Adam was given. So as mankind was created in Genesis 1, in Genesis 2, he said, okay, out of all mankind, I'm going to give Adam my law, Adam my spirit. Just like after the flood, out of all mankind, he selected Abraham and then made the covenant with Abraham. You understand?
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
No problem. And quick scriptures you can understand. In Baruch 4:1, it says, this is the book of the commandments. All that keep them shall come to life. Such as leave it shall die. In Deuteronomy 30, it says, I've set before thee life and death. Choose one, in reference to the law, statutes, and commandments. I appreciate the time. Next person, I don't know the order that y'all popped in here, so if I say it out of order, I apologize. I think Donnie Ya, am I saying that right?
It's supposed to be me.
Danny, yes, hello.
What is your question or comment?
I'm here to witness that you don't have a teacher. You don't have a shepherd to teach you.
Hold on. Before you speak, shout out to Doc Rob with the $4.99 super chat donation, man. Appreciate it greatly, brother. You said I don't have a teacher?
Yeah, all Israel, they lack their teacher. They're waiting on Yahushai, but Yahushai said somebody else will come and do greater works.
And who is that?
Yosef Refugia Tehoya, who's here today judging everybody.
That's you?
Israel and the Gentile.
Is that you?
No, I come here to witness of him. But he's here.
So you come here to witness?
Yeah.
And where's he at?
He's here. He's on TikTok every day.
Yeah.
Judging.
So, but why is he on TikTok why he ain't taking crowns though?
Every eye sees him on TikTok, does it not?
Wait.
Isn't it a cloud?
Why? No, that ain't what I asked you. I ain't read no Bible verse where this nigga, where the nigga you talk about was gonna come back and get on TikTok. When I read, so I'm gonna give you an example. When I read Revelations 19, it says, it's 19:11. It says, I saw heaven open and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. Was the nigga you talk about, was he born?
Well, you read with a veil.
Can you answer my question? Was he born?
What, like from a man and a woman?
Yeah.
Well, every man is born from a parent.
Got you, but this just said heaven was open, and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth both judge and making war. You telling me TikTok is where that nigga fighting the war at?
Well,
that nigga's he might be a sissy. Because the old Christ went in front of people and fought them. The old Christ made a scourge of cords and beat them out the temple. Your man is a sissy.
Well, you see, Israel is waiting for.
He's a sissy though. No, we ain't talking about. No, we talk about who you said is the savior. He's a sissy because he on TikTok. He afraid to go in front of men. And then let me keep reading. It says, verse 12 says, verse 12 says, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And his clothes, he was clothed with the vesture dipped in blood. is what he said. So where's your sissy at? Where's the blood on your sissy? I know what blood your sissy got. I know what blood your sissy got. He probably bleed once a month and sit down when he pee, don't he?
Well, you make a lot of assumptions, but
He probably, I know he sit down when he pee. That's the only blood. That's the only blood he got. Because if you telling me that your Jesus is on TikTok, what is wrong with you?
I never said it's Jesus. I said his name is Yosef.
Oh, you said we waiting for him though. Ain't that what you said? Waiting for him to do what? Wait. What are we waiting for him to do?
Well, you're waiting for Yahushua to save you, but he's not coming back to save
Okay,
us.
no. What are we waiting for him to do? Where show me in the text what we waiting for your Jesus to do.
To bring salvation unto the nations.
Where's that? No. Because I ain't read no verse where it said he bringing salvation to the nation. He bringing salvation to the children of Israel. So when is he doing that? Because if he's here, what are we waiting on? TikTok subscribers? How many followers he need for salvation?
He doesn't need many. He only saves the few.
Wait. So wait. No. He's supposed to be wiping tears. So how many subscribers before he start wiping tears?
That's not how it's done.
I got a question. Did he teach you prophecy?
He taught me everything.
Okay, so what's 5 plus 5?
What does that has to do with?
I'm just asking you what's 5 plus 5. I'm just asking you what's 5 plus 5.
Well, you tell me.
No, I'm asking you. Listen, I'm asking you what's 5 plus 5.
For what? What is that gonna do for the?
Get your stupid ass out of here. Shout out to my boy Jimmy Johnson with the $10 super chat. High cap. I saw the debate. You put that heathen on the ropes when you put the word on his butt. I have to say butt because of TikTok, man. Listen, man, I put him in the BNU. That's the BITCH NIGA University. Seth, you up next, man. What's up?
What's up, brother? I just have a couple questions.
It's definitely bug out hour a while. You ain't lying.
Yeah. So my first question is, Abraham, it was called Hebrew because he was immigrant to the land Canaan. So the Canaanites just call him Hebrew because he was immigrant, pretty much.
You said they call him a Hebrew because he was what?
Immigrant.
No. Where do you read that at?
It's in Genesis 13:14.
Let's read it. You said they call him that because he was an immigrant. Let's read that. Genesis, I think it might be 14. You said it's 13?
Yeah, 14, 13. I don't know.
14, 13, let me see. So Genesis 14 and 13, it says, and there was one that escaped and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, the brother of Eshcol. I don't see where they call him an immigrant, though.
I might be wrong on the verse, but
there ain't no verse that call him an immigrant. When you look up Hebrew, right? So when we look that up, let me see if it does.
Because he's the first person to be called Hebrew.
He's not. He's actually not the. We say he's the first person to call Hebrew by what?
The Canaanites when they migrated to Canaan land.
Okay, so no, it wouldn't be. I'm just trying to get the word. Give me 1 second. I think I picked the wrong verse. Hold up. Oh yeah, let me get the right one. Hold on. When they call him Hebrew, right? Hebrew comes from Ibar, actually. So you know that you say, and most people don't know this because they don't study. But when you actually look up the etymology of the word, it'll tell you it comes from Eber, a descendant of a man by the name of Eber in Genesis. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think that's his father, right?
Wait, but I'm confused. No, that's not Abram's father. That's just where he descends from. So when you go in Genesis 10 and 21, it says, unto Shem, also the father of all the children of Eber. So Eber, in Genesis 10 and 25, it says, unto Eber was born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg. From Peleg is where you get Abraham's grandfather from. So the reason why Abram is called a Hebrew is because he comes from Eber. And most people don't know Eber. And so when you look up Eber, that's where you get Hebrew from.
Yeah, but the Canaanite call him Hebrew because
they call why the children why do people call Israelites? Why are they called that?
But those are descendant of Abraham. Which
No.
be my
Listen to
second question.
listen to the question. Why are the children of Israel called Israelites?
Because of Jacob.
Because they come from a man whose name was Israel, right?
Yes.
So Abraham is called Hebrew because he comes from a man named Eber, not because he was an immigrant. I'm trying to teach you where, because people say they'll say the name way from the past crossed over. That's why they call him a Hebrew. No, he comes from a man named Hebrew or Eber. That's why Abraham, just like everybody, Ishmaelites are called Ishmaelites because they come from a man named Ishmael. Canaanites come from a man named Canaan. Hamites come from a man named Ham. That's why they're called what they're called. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
So my second question is, Abraham descendants, they reclassify his ethnicity to different tribes. But
Abraham
it's the same bloodline.
Abraham only has one descendant, and that's Isaac.
Yeah. So my question is, so the descendant of Abraham should be
Isaac.
just Hebrew, but not Israelite, because it's the same bloodline. So they reclassified the name, but the name, the title doesn't change the bloodline.
I don't understand your point.
All those titles, the Israelite, he's still coming from Abraham bloodline.
But so are you saying that we shouldn't be called Israelite? We should be called Hebrews?
Yeah.
Okay, but you do see that we're called Hebrews too. We're the only people that's called Hebrews. We actually in the Bible, does it not have a book called Hebrews? Are you aware of that?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what you came up here for then. Yeah, there's actually a book called Hebrews. So we still use the term Hebrew. Are you a Muslim, by the way?
No, I'm a Christian.
If you're a Christian and you in the New Testament, Paul called himself a Hebrew of the Hebrews, didn't he? This is Philippians 3:5. Circumcised the 8th day, the stock of Israel, the tribe of Benjamin, a Hebrew of the Hebrews. So we can say Hebrew and we can say Israelite.
So is Hebrew bloodline or
Yes.
language?
Yes, Hebrew is a lineage and Hebrew is a bloodline. If you descend from Isaac, you are a Hebrew and you're an Israelite. Because
it's not a language.
Hebrew is a language.
Oh, okay. All right, man. I learned something. Thank you.
Listen, I taught you a lot today, man. Hope you take it with you. What's your ethnicity?
I'm African.
Oh, well, you like a real African, like a Hamite African, like a cow piss on your face African?
No, none of that.
Oh, you're not that tribe. You're not the tribe that let the cows piss on them.
No.
What about the tribe? What about the tribe that let the cow that cut their lip open and put that plate in their lip?
I think they're not from my country though.
But you know about them. You know about them though. So you ain't them. You don't put the big plate in your mouth and be talking with it. Okay. You ain't the ones that take the little girls and cut their things off, right?
No, none of that.
What about the tribe? What about the tribe that scar their face up? You ain't that tribe either?
No.
You're not the tribe that's into cannibalism, that like general butt naked that eat hearts, and you ain't that tribe either?
Bro, it's 54 countries.
I know. Listen, I know. And that's why you see I'm asking all the ones that I could think of off the top of my head. All right, man. I appreciate the time, man.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, so my TikTok. You said what?
You can drop me.
Okay, no sweat. Yeah. All right. So now to my TikTok audience, just hold on a second. I'm gonna go to my YouTube. 917995. I'm the funniest Israelite in all Israel, FYI. 917995.
Yep.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Yep, you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
And that was a shit show yesterday, man. I really wish you would sometimes do these things face to face, because their energy would be so different.
They would.
That shit was pissing
Like
me
he wouldn't
off,
have been
man. That
doing.
shit
He
was
wouldn't have been.
pissing me
I
off.
think he was trying to. From what I'm told, I think he was trying to rage bait me to get me to quit.
Yeah, he's baiting or just get out of character and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean?
You know, that's why I called him the N-word the rest of the live stream.
Oh, and so that's not for nothing. I was like, why do you keep calling him nigga? Like, why is he calling him nigga? Oh man!
But hey, but as I called him the N-word, did he say it back? No.
Oh yeah, I know he wasn't. You know,
Yeah.
I for a second I was like, I want to see if this nigga's going
That's
to
because
throw it back at him.
I wanted to see too. But he did not.
That would have been.
He did
That
not.
would have been hilarious.
Yeah, so he was trying to rage bait me, so I said, well, let me bait him back. I called him the N-word, called him the B-word. I put him in the B and U as well. Shout out to Doc Rob with the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah. So it's almost like reversing the tide to where all he could say is idiot. He just unlocked me. I called him the N-word, said he was running like a bee, put him in the B and U. Just totally, you know, since he wanted to have that type of debate, I just gave him that type of debate.
And Cooley bias ass, he was pissing me off too, man. Oh my God. Cooley, like, he's like, and he don't even hide it. He can't even.
No, he don't hide it, man. He's up front with it. Yeah, he's always against me, man. But everybody's against me, man. But I like it like that. I don't want. You know, sometimes I don't be wanting the moderator or my opponent to be on my side, cause I like it when, like he read the poll. I think his poll said I lost.
It was like 90 to 10.
He said 90. No, you giving me too much. I think he said 92% of the vote voted against me. That's a good day.
Yeah.
That was a great debate on his platform. 92% is. I wish it was 100% of the people that I hate the 8% that agree with me. I hate. I like going into the
thing is, though, it's like it's just like that debate. It got so much of the education of it got lost in the bullshit, in the back and forth and all of that. Right. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But all right, I got a quick biblical question. Ecclesiastes 17:17. Who are the rulers in that verse?
Let me get there with you. You said Ecclesiastes 17 is Ecclesiasticus, right? No, 17 and 17. Yeah. Hold on, let me get there with you.
Yes, sir.
It says, for the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's post. The ruler is their king, so their pharaoh or their king or whoever it may be. But when it says Israel is the Lord's ruler, because we don't set up our king. Our kings is set up by the Most High. We don't set up our judges. Our judges are set up by the Most High. But in all the other places, they set up their king. Like once the Lord said David's seed, right? Saul's seed could no more be in charge. Another Judite couldn't come and say, I'm the king, because the Lord said the seed of David. So we don't set our ruler. The Lord sets our ruler. Hey, PGF. Yeah, there you go. PGF. There you go. Appreciate it. So that's the. Hey, what's going on, brother? If you can just mute your mic, I'm gonna come to TikTok in 1 second. So that's what that means when it says he set a ruler over everybody.
All right, copy that. All right, when's your next battle?
I'm actually going to Vegas in the morning. So in Vegas tomorrow, my flight to Vegas, I think my flight is at like 5 in the morning. I'm going to Las Vegas. So Sunday, I'm gonna be with the Maverick approach and with 607 Unk. I'm telling you, I want to take a picture with 607 Unk where I have him picked up either by the hands, picked him up, holding him up in the air, or by the neck, holding him up in the air and post it. That's what I want to do.
For what?
I want to promote. I don't know. That's my vision. That's how I want to promote it. I'm gonna ask him if I could do it. I'm gonna say, hey man, can I take a picture with me holding you up by your throat or holding you up by the shoulders and just snap the picture? I think it'll be dope for the internet. I'm gonna see if he'll do it.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. Appreciate it. You have a
Hey,
blessed day,
listen, hey,
man.
you too. Before I bring the next caller, man, shout out to Every Feet, Everyone Eats, $4.99 super chat. It says, when we real Israelites go back to the land, or when Elijah returns, we are in the end times. So Elijah already came, that's John the Baptist. So now we're in the end times. We see us approaching this third world war faster and faster each day. And in the middle of that war is when Christ will return and when we get redeemed. All right. So to the next caller, and then I'm going to come to TikTok. It says 469-415.
Man, body bag count, man. Hold up, man.
I knew it was you. I didn't want to jump the gun, but I knew it was you. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm super blessed, man. Man, it's good to hear your voice, man. Good to see.
Likewise.
It's definitely glad. I'm definitely glad to see you still doing your thing. I've been on that road, man. I just signed this new contract. We moved a lot of oil refinery supplies to like South Texas. They going to Gulf Mexico and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I'm like, man, I'm finna break that contract. So everybody listening on TikTok and YouTube, y'all know this my guy, man. This big bro.
That's right.
I'm finna break my contract. I'm finna break my contract, and I'm finna start hauling big crates of 5+5s, man. Because we gotta knock y'all off, man. Y'all coming here playing with a legend, man. But Cap, man, I ain't gonna hold you up. I did have a quick biblical question this morning. Say the verse on Jeremiah 10:2-4. Is that the whole practice and the customs of Christmas? And if so,
caller, hold on.
You more better because I understand.
You said break it down more better. You said.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah, definitely. So Jeremiah 10 is definitely a bedrock cut for Christianity. So when you read it, it says, and don't even just start with verse 4. You got to start in the beginning with verse 1. So in verse 1, let me just go there real fast. And this is something that's so heavy, like for so many people to celebrate Christmas when we can read this. There's Jeremiah 10:1. It says, hear ye the word of the Lord. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. What's so important about that, the signs of heaven, that covers that zodiac shit where people think I'm a Capricorn, I can't get with this Sagittarius because of that. That's the dismay where you think the sun and the moon can dictate to you your life. The sun and the moon can't dictate. The stars and this season and that season don't dictate your life. That's what the heathen do. The signs of heaven, because Christmas is about the winter solstice, and they're dismayed at that. So then in verse 3 says, for the custom of the people are vain, for one cutteth the tree out of the forest. This is going right into Christmas, because what do? When at the day after Thanksgiving, Home Depot, Walmart, they start bringing in all them trees. Them trees is coming from a man cutting them trees down. That's why it says, one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. Then it says, they deck it with silver and gold. Now, we poor people, so we just got some tinsel, we got some lights, and we are the ones decking it. But this is supposed to be a god. But we gotta break that tree down. We gotta go buy the tree. We gotta pick the tree up. We gotta mount the tree. We gotta decorate the tree. But this tree is supposed to be a god. Then it says, they deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. What is that? When you put that tree in the post, and then you got to screw the sides so it stands up. And what else you got to do? You got to water the tree. So you got to put water under the tree so that the tree don't die. This is a perfect cut. Verse 5 says, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. What else you got to do? You got to present gifts to the tree. You're presenting why can't you just give the gift directly to the person you're buying the gift for? Because you got to put it under the tree first, because the tree is to the God. And then when the children come and get the tree, they think the tree is giving them the gifts because you pretended that tree was a God. So that's what that
means. So let me ask you this, Cal. Because I heard like there was like Samirius, and I might be saying it wrong. That's why I come to you for the knowledge.
Right.
I heard Samirius after Nimrod, son of Cush, Nimrod after Nimrod. I heard two things. I heard after Cush passed that Samirius had sexual relation with Nimrod, and they had a baby named Tammuz. Yes. But I never read upon that.
Yeah. So
and I also read
there's multiple stories that tell it that way. Horus and Osiris and whoever Osiris' wife was hopped on that rod. Yeah, that's all true. What you're talking about.
So basically, so my last question, because I'm gonna let you get to your TikTok, man. Was Nimrod is like the practice of Christmas when the Roman
Yes.
Catholic, basically, I guess, when they put that in our face,
Yeah.
is that Nimrod's birthday then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not just Nimrod, just a lot of people.
Man, I'm glad you confirmed that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you confirmed that. Hey, listen, y'all keep showing my big bro love, and if we have any problems in the near future, I'm telling y'all, man, I got a huge inventory of boxes of 5+5. That's right, all right.
All right. All right, brother, take it easy, man. All right. Okay, so the other caller, hold on, coming back to TikTok. And on my TikTok, I think I got God is my judge.
Good morning, brother, or good afternoon for the people on the East Coast. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, I can hear you just fine. What's your question or comment?
Shabbat shalom.
I don't say rest in peace. But enjoy your Sabbath, brother. What's your question?
My question is, were all the prophets in the Bible from Israel? Yes or no?
Yes.
Alright, just a question. I just wanted to hear it. Nothing more, nothing less, brother. Have a good one.
No problem. The only time you might see a prophet that's not an Israelite is anybody born before Israel, like Enoch, for example, Adam. But of course, Israel didn't exist at that time, so that's the only difference. All right. All right. Hey, y'all gotta mute your phone, caller. I don't want to hear what your thing is. Just mute your phone. Appreciate it. Next person on the line, Yak. You was just up here, man. I gotta make sure I get to the other people first. Next person is I'm gonna go to PGF Clothing. What's going on, brother?
What's up? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Hmm.
You know I love you, right?
No, because that means some bullshit.
See you out there, man. I love you, bro.
Nah, I hope it's a good I love you, because usually when somebody start off with I love you, right? They about to come with some bullshit, man.
Nah, it ain't no
Okay.
BS, man.
All right, no sweat.
Alright, but I do want to say.
Hey, wait, before you go, PGF, to the people on the stage, if I call somebody before you, TikTok don't put it in order, so I'm not skipping anybody on purpose. I'm just doing it, in the order that I think that it's in. And while I got this big break, I want to shame my TikTok audience my YouTube audience. And this is when I love the TikTok. On TikTok, I got 75 people on TikTok, but I got 42,000 likes. Just think about that. 75 people on TikTok, and I got 42,000 likes. I got 441 users on YouTube, and I only got 236 likes. Go ahead, PGF. I just wanted to shame YouTube real fast. Go ahead, PGF.
Alright, so funny. Alright, so Cat, like you put in the comments, yo, when you said something about Christians, like they don't follow Christ.
Right.
That's offensive, man.
They don't though.
Well, I consider myself a follower of Christ.
Okay.
So
what does that mean? Break down. You follow Christ. That means what? Break it down for me.
Alright, so when you say Christians don't follow Christ, I get what you're saying, but it's like you putting us all in the category.
But you ain't break it down what you mean by you follow Christ.
Alright, I follow Christ, I follow the laws, I follow the commands,
You keep the Passover?
Say it again?
You keep the Passover?
Yeah, I keep the Passover.
You go to church on Sunday?
I don't celebrate Christmas, I don't eat pork.
You go to church on Sunday?
Yeah, I go to church too. I go to church on Sunday.
Then you don't follow Christ.
So why you say that?
Because church on Sunday is idol worship.
Why you say that? Explain it. Break it down.
Because Sunday works. The reason why, Sunday was specifically created to go against the Sabbath. You know how the Sabbath is the seventh day. That's the day of rest. That's when you actually have the service. Right, it's Saturday, right? So when you go to church on Sunday, Samson, you got to mute your mic, dude. So when you go to church on Sunday, you're breaking the first commandment of not having any gods before me, because Sunday is the worship of the sun. So you're actually breaking that commandment. Also, even calling yourself
so, but let me ask you something. I totally get what you're saying. That was deep. I like that. So, you know, like for me, right? My first day of the week is Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because Friday and Saturday is the Sabbath, sun up to sundown.
Right.
But Sunday is my first day. So if I socialize or if I go to church,
if you go into that church, you're an idol. You're an idolater. It does. But you PGF, don't do that. So remember, I told you Christians don't obey Christ. So you don't want to try to compromise the word of God by saying, if I socialize, it's okay. If it's idol worship, you're not supposed to do it. Christ said the first commandment is to love thy God with all thy might, soul, and strength. So if you're not
true.
Right, so if you're not supposed to have no other gods before him, you're not supposed to do that. Also, even calling yourself a Christian, Christian is derogatory in the Bible.
Yeah, I think so too, because they was called.
They was called Christians. You ever heard?
I call myself a disciple.
You ever heard the term Black Hebrew Israelite, or BHI? Have you ever heard that term?
Yeah, I think I heard.
Right. They use that term today where they call us BHIs. That's the equivalent of Christian in the Bible, where they use it in a derogatory term. It's like, oh, that's them Christians over there. That's them niggas. They over there following after that Jesus. It was disrespectful. So when you see suffer as a Christian, suffer as somebody that's following Christ, but a real Israelite would not call themselves a Christian. They would call themselves an Israelite if you're a follower of Christ, because Christ was a Jew.
I consider myself a Jew.
There you go. So stop. There you go. So don't call yourself. Yeah. So don't call yourself a Christian. Them bastards break every commandment of God.
Yo, you got jokes.
At that church you go to, they probably eating pork. They about to celebrate Easter, ain't they? They about to celebrate Easter, right?
Nah, I don't play with that Easter.
No. I said the church you go to about to celebrate Easter.
Well, I be going.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Are they about to celebrate Easter, man?
You know what? I just started going, so I know.
Look at it. He copping please, y'all. He copping please right now. They about listen. That church about to have a whole Easter egg hunt. And the crazy part, rabbits don't lay eggs. But you know why they having the eggs? Because the fertility, Easter come from the word Ishtar, and it's about the goddess of fertility, and that egg symbolizes fertility. So they're about to celebrate a whole nother deity, but tell you that it's about the death and resurrection of Christ.
So let me ask you something. Would it be fair to say to call it a synagogue of Satan?
Yes. You on it. Listen, you on your way. So this day forward, don't call yourself a Christian no more, right?
All right, let me say this.
I need you to answer my question first. Nope, you got to answer my statement from this day forward. From this day forward, you're not going to call yourself a Christian no more, right?
Yeah, so what about
my
child
nigga?
Of God?
Child of God is fine, because we are children of God. Or Israelite. But if you want to go by what the Bible would call you, the Bible would call you a child of God, you're correct. But the Bible will also call you an Israelite. So if anybody asks you who you are, you're an Israelite.
What about a synagogue?
A synagogue is something that you would go to for service.
I'm talking about a synagogue.
Oh, son of God. Yeah, if you call yourself a son of God, that's fine. But just make sure you're keeping them commandments. But if you go in that church again, just know you're not a son of God.
Yo, well, hold on.
Wait, I can only take one more. As you can see, I got a lot of... Hey, listen, before you say anything, this is the last thing you can ask, because I got a lot of people. All right.
My bad.
All right, go ahead.
Yo, what's up with you, man? And you with Whack 100 and y'all hanging out.
Oh, that's my nigga, man. Right? Listen, that's my nigga right there.
That, man.
You said what?
I said, what's that you hanging out with Whack 100, and I don't approve of that, man.
Why? Now, let me ask you something. Now, wait, before I ask you again, before I ask you the question, my YouTube audience is 466 people. Y'all telling me y'all only could give me 63 likes? Y'all can't double tap the screen for a like? Like, where the love at? So now, why? Okay, so now why can't I be cool as hell with Whack 100? Tell me that. Why can't Whack 100 be my brother? Why can't he be my brother?
He's disrupting the culture, man.
Disrupting what? Wait, when you say disrupting the culture, if we can take, wait, what is he disrupting? Wait, let me rephrase. Yeah, what is?
It's like they ain't working with the feds, man.
Let me ask you a question. Does Whack 100 go on platforms and say we the Israelites?
Say it again.
Does Whack 100? Oh, let me block this idiot real fast. Hold on, let me block him. That way he can't come back on my stage. Hold on, let me just get rid of him. So what I was gonna ask you is, does Whack 100 go on different platforms and say we the Israelites?
I don't even know. I just know.
Okay, I got it. So you kind of just see the name Whack, see Cap, shout him out, but you don't know the history. Whack 100 just did a live stream yesterday, and as he on the live stream, he said, man, I want to thank my team. I want to thank Captain Tazaryach because he's taught me to have a better temperament. He's taught me to not go off the way I did. He's given me more discipline. Whack 100 was just on Aiden Ross's platform and said, Captain Tazaryach said the Jews are black by your father. Hey, shout out to Ozza Fingers, appreciate it. So Whack 100 is a great servant. Whack 100 came on this TikTok and said he's the greatest promoter of the Israelites without being an Israelite.
Oh, okay, I got it now.
Yeah, that's my nigga right there. Can't nobody tell me shit about Whack. I'm sorry.
Yo, you funny, man.
Yeah, can't nobody tell me shit about Whack. I don't know what you're gonna tell me.
On that note, I'll gracefully bow out.
Appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna take the next person. Lil Ugly, I thought it was on you, but you teacup. So if you teacup, I gotta go to somebody else. I'm gonna give you a second to try to come back.
You can drop me if you want.
All right, I got you.
Somebody else.
All right, Lil Ugly, you there?
You can.
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on, caller.
You crushed dude yesterday, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Why you doing like that, man?
Listen, I was trying to you see in the beginning, I was trying to be professional. I didn't want to give him the yak with the braids. I was trying to give him yak with the waves. I was trying to just ignore when he was calling me an idiot and all that, but he wanted yak with the braids.
Yeah. I thought you were going to hit the yak dance on him.
Listen, I should have hit him with the shit. I should have. Listen, I had a brother call me yesterday, right? I'm gonna say who it was. Captain Hadar out of Detroit called me yesterday, and he was like, "Yo, man, that's a real thing with yak with the braids." He said, "Because, man, you've been real gangster on these niggas since you grew your hair back." I said, "Man, thank Mama Quad for it. Mama Quad the reason I grew my hair back." So shout out to Mama Quad. But what's your question, man? Because I got a lot of people, man. Hey, to the caller on the line, if you can mute till I call you, I appreciate it. What's your name? What's your question, Lil Ugly?
Nah, I'm gonna just leave it right here. Cooley is a wild youngin', man. I'm gonna just leave it like that. He is so biased, and I think it's because his shorty is a
because his shorty's a white woman. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and he a cornball for sure. But I'm gonna leave it on that.
No sweat. I appreciate it, man. Now I'm going to the phone lines and TikTok. I'll be right with you. All right. It says Mason Rebecca on my phone.
Shalom, Cap.
Hey, shalom, brother. What's your question?
I got two questions. They'll be quick. It was one pertaining. The first one was pertaining. He said, speaking with a gentleman earlier, he brought up the scripture when he was saying that the Most High set up our kings, and then everybody else, they got their separate kings. And I know that you said before that we are not supposed to, like far as just say voting, we're not supposed to vote nobody else over us. Is that correct?
That's correct.
To be over us.
Yes.
All right. So and this ain't no I got you type.
Right.
This is just for edification.
Right.
So I heard you also say, you said earlier that King I forgot his name. You said that King
was it Cyrus?
What is his name? Herod?
Oh, Herod. Yeah, Herod. Right.
Yeah, he was the Edomite. So how was he a Edomite being a king over the Jews is my that first question.
Because the Romans conquered the Jews. Like when we got King Herod,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, we were that's a time of conquering. That's why. Caller, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, so when King Herod, so historically, right, we go to war with, so Greeks come, we're under the Greeks, and then the Maccabees defeat the Greeks. That's where the Feast of Dedication or Hanukkah comes from. And then after that, they make league with the Romans. And then when the Romans come, the Romans conquer us. And then the Romans make it illegal to be a Jew. So the Romans are the ones that put King Herod in charge. And then they just take some leaders, and then they take some leaders, which become the Pharisees, and the Pharisees are the one that convince us to be over them. So here's a better way to say it. There's also been a queen in Israel, but it wasn't set up by God. That's us being rebellious against God doing it.
Okay. All right, that's the first question. Second question, I've asked this question to other Israelites. One other Israelite, they stated that. Well, let me just get to the question. As far as like heaven and hell or whatever, I know we don't believe that or whatever. It's on earth. But when I was first when I first came to the truth, I was looking at GOCC. They taught the heaven and hell like it was seven stages of death. Now the Israelite I asked about it, he said that was added into the Bible like later. But if you're not familiar,
there's nowhere in the Bible that there's 7 stages of death.
No, well, let me get it. I was told it was added later. It was pretty much showing. It's second ed.
Yeah, that's an addition. Yeah,
78.
Yeah, that's an addition.
Oh, okay. So
that's not.
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's not in the original. Yeah, that's not in the original Esdras. That's not in the original second Esdras. The 7 stages of death come from Dante's Divine Comedy. If you look up Dante's Divine Comedy or Dante's Inferno, the Great Schism, they created the different chambers of hell so that they can convince the rich to give them money. And so they would say, if you died this way, you went here. That's, with suicides and stuff like that, they say there's no forgiveness. Right. That all come from the Divine Comedy or Dante's Inferno, but that's not in the Bible. And GOCC, GOCC is like the worst group to ever go. Yeah, that's like the worst group to ever go to.
Right. Well, I'm be honest. When I first came into the truth, that's who I was learning from. So
I thank the Lord. I thank the Lord you out of that.
That's where I originally got that from.
Yeah, I'm glad you won't do that no more.
Yeah. But so it's an addition.
Yeah, that's an addition. Yep. Okay, you won't see that in the. Yeah, you won't. Yeah, you won't see that in the 1611.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right. That's all I had, Cap.
All right, no sweat. Next caller says Sai Ali.
Oh, that's not me. What's going on, Cap?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I can hear you. What's your question or comment?
Cap, quickly. Where you at right now? Is your school? Is it a school there?
In Jersey?
Where you parked at right now?
Why?
Why?
You the governor?
No. I mean,
you trying to get my location?
I'm from there. No. Listen to me. Don't even speak too much.
Why?
But I haven't. I haven't seen the camp. If I think where you at, I haven't seen the camp down there, especially not downtown. So I was just saying, like, well, damn, it's just ironic. I'm looking at you today. I said, oh shit, I look familiar. Oh, okay, so he got to be. But then I said, well, damn, as long as I grew up there, I never seen, the ISUPK there. I think where you at, why you don't open up shop there or have some of the
we have camp down here every Saturday.
Okay, because if I'm not mistaken, I seen a purple gang down there. If I think I know where you at.
Yeah, they've been down here too.
Okay. Oh, so Cap, quickly, I was watching you. I think it was yesterday. If you had on yellow, whatever, could have been a clip or
Come on
whatever.
with it, brother. I got a
And
lot
yo,
of calls I gotta get to. Come on, brother.
I, I was just gonna say, like, when you was telling the what was them Hamites, you like when you letting them know that they was Hamites, yo, that shit was crazy because I could see the letdown in their face, like they wanted to be a part and try to have some understanding.
Right.
And you let them know, like, yo, it's a separation, this is a difference. Yeah, I seen the letdown in their face. But my question is, if you could let me know a little bit about the whole Samaritan, what
The
is that?
Samaritan woman
You
in
could let
John
me
the
know a
fourth
little.
chapter. In John the
No,
fourth.
no, no, no. Snowden. Basically, where that come about? Because I hear a lot of people speak of that. Like when I believe listen to the devils, they want to try to identify and go
Brother,
with the
hey, brother,
Samaritan
brother,
and
brother,
all that. Or
brother.
they,
If you can just focus in on what your actual question is, brother, so I can get to it. So you talking
so
about the
my
You talk
question
about the
is, what is
Samaritans.
the
What is it about the Samaritans that you want to know?
meaning? What does that history come from?
Gotcha. So the
Why do people refer to?
I don't know why
Mhm.
people refer to them as Samaritans, but Samaritans were, excuse me, Samaritans were Israelites. When the Lord kicked the northern kingdom out, he put heathens in the Samaritans' land. But there were some Israelites that was allowed to go back into that land. So like in John the fourth chapter, that Samaritan woman is not an Israelite, she's a heathen. But then when he went to a section in Samaria,
Okay.
those were Israelites that he talked to. So I don't know why people use the Samaritan. I would have to hear what you're talking about to answer it correctly.
Basically, I hear white people refer to that. I think I hear one of the talking points when
But
you was
you
arguing
gotta
with
give me what
them.
the
Or
talking point is about Samaritans.
basically, they try to identify that they take the Samaritan thing of they claim to say like how they showing history of how they're Jews, but
Okay,
you're
I got
saying
you.
that
I got you.
you know
So here's how you can
it's
here's how
not
you can sum the whole thing up. The so-called white man claims to be the Samaritan and claims to be the Jews, but he's not neither one of them. He's not the
right,
Samaritan and
right.
he's not the Jew. He's not neither one of them. All right.
Okay,
All right, brother.
okay,
All right, brother. All
okay.
right, no sweat.
All right, Cap, be
All right,
good, man. Be
you
safe
too,
out
brother.
there.
Appreciate it. All right.
All right.
On the TikTok, I'm not just so y'all know to my TikTok audience. I'm gonna take these last two callers, and then I'm just gonna do TikTok because I'm not taking no more calls. So Tyrone Meeks, what's up?
What's up, man? I got a couple questions. And
I
just
could listen.
look
I could take two
on something
questions.
you said. Could you explain? I had a couple people hit. I got a couple people listening to you.
Okay.
And could you break down that same part? That same part about Satan never got cast down. And the second question is, if an Israelite died, he ain't following the law of their commandments. When he be destroyed, do he come back off reincarnation?
Okay.
And
So okay. So
and,
let me do
and
those.
one more question. One more question, real. No, I want you to sum it up all in one because I know you're real busy. And when Jesus Christ was on the cross, when he apart, and he said he's gonna send my comforter. Who is he talking about?
Okay.
That's all I got. That's all I want to know.
Okay. So when we say Satan never fell, the angel Satan has never disobeyed God. Every time you see the angel Satan's interaction with God, he's always obeying. In the book of Job, the Lord asks Satan about Job, and then the Lord tells Satan he can do everything except unalive Job, and Satan obeys God. In the book of Samuel and the book of Chronicles, when it says the Lord provoked David to number the children of Israel, you'll see that the Lord used Satan for it. So the angel Satan never disobeys God. But because Satan in Hebrew is the deceiver or the adversary, we on earth call people Satan or the devil because they are adversaries. So when you see I saw Satan fall like lightning, that's talking about the white man's empire. That's talking about the so-called white man. When you see Christ say, ye are of your father the devil, he's talking about the white man that the Pharisees made their father. In Revelation 12, when it talks about the serpent, that serpent is the same white man spiritually today. So you got to look at the context of the Bible. If it's talking about the angel Satan, that's talking about the angel. If it's talking about us on earth, we can be called, like black people could be called devils. Black people could be called Satan. But when we talk about the Satan on earth, that's the so-called white man. Your question about reincarnation. Everybody reincarnates, whether you were good or bad. Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. Hey, brother, if you can mute your mic while I answer, because it's a loud background noise. In Ecclesiastes 12 and
My bad.
in Ecclesiastes 12 and 7, it says, when we unalive, our flesh departs from our spirit, our flesh decays, and the spirit goes back to the Father that gave it until the time that you're to be born back. So when you see a child born, that child is an old spirit attached to a new flesh. 2 Ezra 14 and 35, it says, for after death shall the judgment come, when the righteous and the wicked are judged. So your way of life is predicated on that. So us, the children of Israel, enduring the punishments because we disobeyed God in the former life. When Christ says the Holy Spirit will come, the Holy Spirit is the Lord's vibe, is the Lord's comfort, is the Lord putting his spirit upon us to do his will. It's not talking about a flesh and blood man. It's the spirit of the Most High that will come and give you comfort. How do you receive that comfort? Is by keeping the commandments of God. As you keep the commandments of God, you'll then get the comfort. So I answered all three questions. I appreciate the time. Shout out to Martinez Beso with the $5 super chat donation. Last caller on the line, it says Young Marcus.
Yeah, how you doing, brother?
What's going on?
You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you just fine. What's your question or comment?
All right, I only got really two questions and say one little statement. So I think you're a really intelligent man, actually, for me, and you definitely study a lot. I've been watching for a long time now. I'm pretty young, but one thing. All right, so you see how when you say this when you talk about Gentiles, you see how you said every nation will bow, right? But then you said they every nation will bow. But like you say how white man, right? So boom. Don't you see how like we're not African, right? We black, but we're not African.
Right.
Don't you feel like it's other white man nations? So not all white men is together?
So the white race are Edomites. So all of the white people come from that same tribe of Edomites.
Now I understand, but I'm saying you don't think it was separate nations.
No. They became different nations. They're different nations today. Russians, Germans, Polish.
Yeah. So back then.
Back then they were just all Edomites. Just like, and the difference between white people and all the other races, because Africans aren't the only ones that have melanin. East Indians have melanin. Arabs have melanin. So the white race or the Edomites are the only race that was born with. That's why they all look like that. Some people think they're Japhites, but that's just not true. They're not Japhetic. Japhetic were melanated people. That's why in the Bible, when the Edomite race was born, they're the only race that was born where their look was described. When Esau was born, that's why I described him as a red and hairy bastard. That's why I described him that way. Yeah.
Esau was hate.
Yeah.
So what? Back to your thing, because you also called me on shock. You said reincarnation. You said we are reincarnated. I thought because when I read, right, I thought in terms of when we die, we are like in a pretty much a thesis of rest.
Yeah, you do rest
until judgment.
Yeah, you do rest until it's time to be born again, and then when you're born again, that's when you face the judgment.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Like, so when we're born again, it's judgment time.
Right. That's correct.
Okay. And then my last question, right, Cap? If other nations meant to take a knee, right, and they all will get judged, right? they can't found they don't find salvation through us
No,
if they taking knees for us.
nah, they found they only bending that knee because they getting punished. They're not bending that knee by their will. They're bending it by force because they're forced to. We're gonna beat the shit out of them, and then they're
I
gonna
thought it
bend
was
that
like
knee.
more of acceptance.
It's more of a who?
All right. No, I thought it was like more of acceptance, like more of
No, it
acceptance
ain't.
thing. Like,
Yeah,
all
they
right, this is
accept
the
the
truth. It's in
Bible.
front of our eyes.
No,
There's no denying it.
no. The Bible says the nation that will not serve shall perish. So it's get down or lay down.
Hey,
All right.
bro,
Oh yeah,
I got a
last
question to
question.
ask you.
You
Hey, you
got
gotta
any
mute your
schools in
mic,
New
dude.
York?
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah, New York, Brooklyn. Got any schools?
My school is in New York. The school that I run is in New York. When you hang up, I'm gonna
Oh
text you.
yeah, I love to visit.
Yeah, when you hang up, I'm gonna text you the address and the times. All right.
I appreciate it, OG.
All right, no
Appreciate it,
sweat.
guys.
All right, appreciate you. All right.
Hey, can I
Oh
ask you a
no,
question?
you can wait your turn. When
Yes,
it's your
sir.
appreciate it. Hey, Truth, you up next? What's up, Truth? And to my TikTok, I'm only staying on TikTok. Y'all the last set of people that I'm gonna talk to. The only thing that I ask, if you could just get straight to your question, because it's getting close to the time that I end the live. So, Truth, you up next.
So, the only question I got is, can you be two religions?
No.
And I need the number for the Massachusetts.
The number for Massachusetts, you said?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm just giving this brother the address. Monday through Friday. All right. The number for Massachusetts, give me 1 second. Recall. All right, you ready? You ready, Truth? It's 857-271-6045. All right. Hey, no sweat, brother. To the super chat, shout out to Antisocial with the $5 super chat. Says Shalom. Shout out to Captain Tazaryach of 13K for that biblical ass whipping he handed out to Lieutenant Dangle. I'm gonna show y'all who Lieutenant Dangle is in a second. Then shout out to Tony Bologna. Repent, the Most High God is beyond race. I do not believe you when you say the Most High God is beyond race, because the Most High God created the races. Next up is I'm gonna go to Chief. Chief, you there?
Yo, peace, brother, peace.
Hey, peace, brother. What's your question?
Okay, so I had like 2 or 3 questions. Like I'm gonna do like, oh dude, they just sum it up pretty much. Ask all of them right now. When you was on there with Sal and them, I'm sure you remember Sal and them. We was up there with that little dude. You had said something about the Africans, like how we aren't even a part of the Africans. Like
How we're not a part of the Africans, you said?
Yes, sir. How we not a part of Africans? Like how, like you said, they not us. I can't remember specifically.
Yeah, no,
like,
you correct. Yeah, we're not African. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So my question with that one, how do you feel on like, and like, a lot of us grew up Granny telling us we Cherokee, Blackfoot, Creek Indian. Like, how you feel about that? Is like my first question.
You got some. The Native Indians are part of the 12 tribes of Israel too. The Seminole Indians, the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, Haitians, Guatemalan, Panamanian. The 12 tribes of Israel on this side of the hemisphere are the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. So we're not like, even I had to tell them yesterday, we're not a pro-black group in the sense of just about black people. We're about all of our people.
Most definitely, yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay, my next question.
This is the last question, brother.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Last question. Okay, how can I know I go to pretty much an all white school. I'm gonna say white tea because I don't know if we can say that.
I understand.
I pretty much go to I go to a majority white school. I'm a young brother. Like I said, I'm trying to graduate high school early.
Okay.
I'm a young brother.
Okay.
This Jewish, so-called to be Jewish white tea girl, she was talking to me, and I didn't really want to talk to her. I'm telling her, you're not a real Jew. You feel me? I'm like, yo, whole people and all that, not the real people and stuff. You claiming something you really not to be. And we kind of had a small debate about it. But my question is, how can I debate how you debate, let them know
where you live at?
True people.
Where you live at?
I'm in Tennessee. I'm down here in Tennessee, Chattanooga.
I can give you a number to call. The way that you do that is by getting in someone's class and learning. Like I didn't know nothing about debate in the Bible until I got in class and learned and was taught and raised up to um, actually debate. And so I actually appreciate you asking that question. And if you get in class, then you can learn. If you don't get in class, you would not know how to do it.
Okay, what's the let me
I'm gonna get
I'm
yeah.
going to tee out real quick.
Okay. I know you're doing that so you can get the number. I understand. Hey y'all, I'm just waiting for him to come back off the T app so he can get the number. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, what's the number?
The number is 615-596-7713. Give that number a call and you'll be good to go.
You said it was 7713?
Yeah, 7713, yes.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, bro. I'm thankful for it.
All right, no sweat,
Real
bro.
knowledge, too.
Damn right. All right, brother, I appreciate it. All right. Next up is I'm gonna go to Peace. What's up, Peace?
Peace, God.
I'm not a god, but what's up? What's your question or comment?
Yes, sir. My question is that I want to ask you. A lot of people told us that I'm not the original Jew, and that I have native tribe and stuff like that. And I want to know what's your thoughts on the draconian government.
You said what's my thoughts on the draconians? What?
The Draco reptilians controlling our government and eating our kids for our general call.
What I would say is my position on it is that it is important for every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian to get up in the Israelite school or UPK, or you'll be taken over by this draconian government.
So I have a question. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. Is there a way I can get into class and expand my knowledge? Because I'm a spiritual content creator, so I expose the industry.
But what I would tell you first is everybody think they spiritual, but don't nobody know their identity. So what I would advise you to do is get up in the school to get your identity. I do have a number for you if you're ready.
Wait, so the school gonna tell me my identity?
You're gonna get in class and learn your identity, learn order, learn what laws to keep, learn to stop calling yourself the God and call yourself an Israelite from the tribe that they'll let you know you're from. Do you want the number?
Yes, sir. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
I'm gonna give you a number, brother. Do you want the number?
Yes, sir.
It's 469
469
671
671
671 9634 9634
9634. And again, 469 671 9634.
That's correct. Yep.
Yes, sir. And one thing too, before I head out, boss man, I want to let you know one of these days when you in Dallas or Fort Worth, I want to invite you over to my podcast and add you to my podcast. I'll be seeing you.
Send me a link. Hey, send me a link to your channel.
Yes, sir.
All right, no sweat.
I'm a DM you on TikTok.
Okay. All right, that's perfect.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed night, boss man.
Too. All right. Next person is King Cal. King Cali Slots.
King Cali, baby.
What's going on, brother?
First thing I want to say is I give you honors, bro, man. I've been watching you for a while, and much respect on you just basically keeping the peace, holding your composure. You've been doing so awesome with just like not going off on people. I used to think I was better holding my composure than you were, but now I mean I've been watching you and I've been sitting here listening to some of these people and I just want to say shut the, you know what I mean? But you've been doing great, bro. I think you're just awesome with your composure. Now my question is, you're just awesome with your composure. Now my question, you know, some of the Bible is hard to say what to take literal and what not to take literal. Like on the part where it says, you know, the skies will open up and you'll see him on a great white horse and stuff. Do you guys take that literally?
We don't take the horse literal, but like you ever seen the movie Independence Day?
Yeah.
That's the coming of Christ. That's the actual understanding. So he's not coming on a horse, but when you see the chariot, when you see what they call IFOs, I think they got a different acronym for it now. But when what we call identifying flying objects, when those come on this planet, that's what they'll see. So we don't look at it as a literal horse. We look at it as the chariots that he's going to come in on.
Oh, kind of like like you said, kind of like UFOs or something like
Right.
that.
What they would call you. Like even when so in Ezekiel, to say I saw a wheel inside of a wheel, like the way that Ezekiel and Zechariah describes what they see is how you see early movie directors would make the UFOs look like. They got the idea from the Bible. So that's the coming of Christ.
Okay, thank you, bro.
No sweat, no problem at all. To the brother that asked for the class, Jaleel Demery with the super chat. Appreciate the super chat donation. The number for the class in Georgia is, just getting it for you, is 404-748-0403. That's 404-748-0403. All right. Next person is SOTYB. Is it 50 Ty Bomb?
Oh, yo.
What's going on?
Yeah, I had a question.
What's the question, brother? Come on.
For the most part, but about your perspective. Well, really, I just wanted to hear your perspective of Jesus and the Most High being one or sharing the same essence.
So Christ and the Father are one in the sense of being on the same accord, but Christ is not the Most High and he's not God. Even when it says of the same essence, people have a misunderstanding that you got children? To 52, you said no? You got a father though, right?
No.
Yes. Are you the same essence as your father?
Yeah.
But even though you're the same essence as your father, you're different from your father. So even though Christ comes from the Father, he's not his father and he's not God. When Christ said, I and my Father are one, we also have to be one with the Father too, right?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. So, do you believe that we could achieve that level?
Yes, that we're supposed
same
to.
As Jesus did.
Yeah, we're supposed to. In Philippians 2:5, it says, "Let this mind be in you as it was in Christ Jesus." So the same mind state that Christ had is the same mind state we're supposed to have.
Facts. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I don't have no more questions.
I appreciate it. Last person, Wild Tarzan. This should be interesting. Wild Tarzan.
Cap, what's up, bro?
What's
up?
Why
is interesting? Because my name Tarzan.
Yeah, I see Wild Tarzan. I'm thinking white man. I'm thinking white man. I'm thinking white man lied. Listen, white man lied about the jungle.
Nah. I got that nickname from my pops, like, because I'm from South America.
Oh, okay. So what's up, brother?
First, man, I appreciate you being up here, man. I'm glad that you're up here, so I get to gain a little more knowledge. You know what I mean? I think you do a superb job, bro.
Most High Christ, appreciate it, brother.
My question is about John the Baptist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Herod. Is Herod, right? His daughter?
Yeah.
Why was she so adamant and unaliving John the Baptist? Like, why was
because John the Baptist called out the adultery they was committing.
Like Sodom?
No, they was committing adultery, and he called them out for adultery. And so when the daughter, when Herod said he would do anything for the daughter, that's when he did that.
Oh, so she was sleeping with her dad?
Yeah, she was committing adultery. John the Baptist called out the adultery, and she got mad about it.
Oh, okay. Got you. All right, one more question before I leave out. The Esther, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is she an Israelite or no?
Yes.
She's an Israelite?
Yes.
Okay, because I hear a lot of people say that she's not an Israelite.
She was an Israelite. No, she was definitely an Israelite.
Okay, so that's null and void. I was going to ask if it's salvation for her, but she is an Israelite.
Yeah, so she's an Israelite. Yeah, definitely.
from her father's side? Who's her father?
I don't know if it says who her father is, but her uncle Mordecai, who also was an Israelite, they were together.
All right, bad. Got you, brother.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna look it up on this Bible app I got to see if it says what tribe she was from.
You're the first person I heard say that, and most people, I really don't know how to debate it, because most people be like, "Oh, she's not an Israelite. She's not an Israelite, but she got salvation." I'm like, I don't think she got salvation.
Yeah, because her actual name. So when you actually read it in Hebrew, her name is Hadassah, and in English, it's Esther. So she was an Israelite for sure, and she was taken in captivity with the rest of the Israelites. Daughter of Abihal. I'm gonna look up Abihal. Let me see if I can look up that name. Yeah, so she was the daughter of Abiel. Okay.
Okay. Somebody said I meant Ruth. I don't know too much about Ruth.
Well, Ruth is an Israelite too.
No, I was talking about Esther.
That's fine. Yeah, listen, a lot of Israelites lie on the Bible, brother. So Esther is an Israelite, Ruth an Israelite, Elijah an Israelite. They all Israelites.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, no
peace
sweat.
Be to you and your family,
Hey, peace
brother.
be to you too, man. All right. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Until next time, I can't guarantee y'all. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all now, I might do a early in the morning live stream, because I got to get to the airport. Yeah, I got TSA pre-check and I have the clear. But I'm still going to get to the airport a little early because I don't know how that TSA going to work out. So I might do an early morning live stream while I'm waiting for the plane. My flight is at 6 in the morning. So let's say if I get through the check-in and everything by like 5, I might do a live stream early in the morning, all right? So until next, and I did all the super chats early, like I promised. So with that said, I can salute and be out. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Baraka Thumb. Yahweh Shemal Thumb Bashim Yahshua D-Bass. I'm headed to Vegas. I'm going to be on the Maverick approach, and I'm sitting with 607 Unc, so it should be real dope. All right? So until next time, Shalom Israel.